Welcome you guys back into my nice beautiful video. I understand every single day you have to understand that no matter what today is, you have to understand the whole point of life is to talk it out. You need to be able to talk it out. You need to have sometimes a nap for yourself. You need to understand that if you are feeling something of, let's say, drowsy, or let's say if you have fatigue, or if you have fatigue, you just go and sleep for 1 hour, and then what happens is then you wake up and you're full of energy, and then you feel like doing your passions again. You understand? Because sometimes you have to go sleep. You have to understand sometimes that you're too in fatigue to even do your passion. You understand? So if you never feel like doing your passions today, you have to understand to sleep 1 hour. You go to sleep for 1 hour and then just wake up and just relax. You understand? What's amazing is take your time in a way that you invest your time to increase your time in a way that you have more time. I always love I'm always making sure that no matter what, everything around today is that I love my life the most. So when I love my life the most, I'm focusing on better ideas. I'm focusing on giving people ideas. I'm focusing on making sure that my camera and everything I have today is in the proper place and position so that I can do my videos. Unfortunately, now you have to understand that, for example, every single time that if you're giving money for Netflix and you're doing something around your business, make sure you understand that it's much more important for you to do life coaching videos and to teach people something than to watch, for example, anything on television. You understand? Unfortunately, now it's much better for you to do music production because you can make a lot of money in music production and doing live performances than watching Netflix. In a sense, so if you understand that, it's much more better for you to fit everything in. So if you feel like some Netflix, I love if you feel like some Netflix today, you must understand to fit it in some time in your day to be able to go and really coach yourself how to really do that. So focus upon understanding that every single day you have 24 hours to do the best areas of your life. So focus on something that's going to move you forward in front of people. If you focus just on that, that's more enough for you to prosper and to become abundant and to become everything you ever want to be. So I understand every single day that when I go and do my life coaching videos and I do something around life, I make sure to go and have a 1 hour nap any time of the day so that I understand every single day that I never have to sleep when other people are sleeping. I can sleep during the day. I can sleep during the night. But what's important is that my day keeps going in a way that's much more useful for I to be able to succeed daily. So when I'm really, really focusing on my life to make sure that everybody's prosperous and to make sure everybody's more abundant, I'm making sure all the time that I'm doing so myself so that I can understand how to grow myself and so I can understand every single day that I have to talk with myself. I have to be talking to myself daily. I have to be doing something around camera work. I have to be doing something around music production daily. I have to be making sure every single day that my music is going to be the best kind of music in the planet. And then I have to make sure anyway that I'll be in front of an audience very soon so that I can go and coach people and I can do something that's going to get me some money in self-employment, because you have to understand that Robert Kiyosaki says you have to be an employee, you have to be self-employment as well, you have to be somebody who's self-employing yourself, and then you have to be in the business and the investor side. Now I understand every single day that I only ever go and really understand that Robert Kiyosaki has a nice beautiful book where you can go and read it, which is the 4 quadrants, and understand every single day that if you go and really read that, you understand much more about business as well. So I understand every single day that what's important is go and read from other people and go and read overall about Jesus Christ and what's happening around the world. Now, if you understand every single day to go and really, really spark the attention for yourself to be able to grow daily and to be able to do these videos daily, because I understand that what's important is communicating yourself into documentary. And now if you understand you have to be into documentary today, you have to be into data entry. I always love now every single day focus upon understanding that I never try to hit myself. I never try to go and cause violence. I'm making sure I'm always documenting myself and understand that this video is data entry. Now anything that's data entry is documenting. So if you're documenting your life in any kind of format, that's documentary in terms of life, and it's also data entry. And now if I go into my journal and I'm doing this nice beautiful video, which is data entry, and then I go and write a quote, that's data entry. And so is also writing something in my phone, or maybe doing an audio work, or maybe anything that I'm creating, such as music, which is data entry too. Every single day that anything that you're creating in life is data entry. So you have to be documenting that as well, which means you have to be recording the screen sometimes while you're doing music production so you can have courses for yourself and so you can teach people something. And then also making sure that if you are doing something that is, let's say, if you are unable to, let's say, or else if you're unable to, let's say, talk about your life or anything like that, you have to be able to do so every single day. You You have to focus on your communicational skills, but be able to understand every single day how you talk and what you talk about, so you understand how to grow yourself. So every single day, I understand I made a nice, beautiful discipline today that before I drink soy milk or any type of drink, I make sure to drink some water first. Otherwise, I never drink a drink in my life again. I never drink a drink again if I have no water. Understand? So what I do is before I even drink soy milk or any type of drink in the planet, I try to go get some water for myself. And now I get water from the tap in Australia. And I'm in Coffs Harbour right now. But what's amazing is understand that the water in Australia is excellent. Understand? So what else can you do other than making sure that you're always much better than yesterday? But focus on understanding that you have to be able to afford better water. So if you understand that, I mean, the best water on the planet is making sure that you understand that anything that's, let's say, in a bottle today is much more worthy of you than tap water. Understand? But what's amazing is that's when you're understanding that you can afford more. But now every single day, you have to understand that I can only afford to drink tap water at the moment. Understand? So every single day, I understand that Australian tap water is something I can drink. Understand? Because I understand that I've been drinking it for 2 years now, and guess what? I mean, it never ruins my teeth, and it also gives me the minerals and nutrition I need. I mean, in a sense, every single day, focus on understanding that if you can never afford bottled water, I mean, go get yourself just tap water. In a sense, every single day, focus on understanding that in Australia you can do so. I understand every single day, I focus upon understanding that is just how I live my life. I promise now, every single day, you must go and do what you need to do to have more money and to be able to travel the world and to be able to go and do some videos for yourself so you can make some live coaching videos, and then understand every single day that what you need to be doing every single day is focusing on a better life for yourself. So when you're focusing on a better life for yourself, you're looking to grow your mentality. And now every single day that when you grow your mentality, you have to be understanding that today for myself, I'm always talking to myself. So as long as I'm talking to myself much more, I understand I'm motivating myself for greatness. Now, what is greatness to you? I mean, you have to understand every single day that greatness means that you have to be going above and beyond with your communicational skills to be able to grow people every single day, to succeed and to do something amazing. So if you understand every single day that there's so much more to do in your life right now, if you just understand to communicate more. I mean, every single day you have to have more passions, you have to have more dreams, you have to have more meaning in your life. You have to understand every single day that if you're just practicing every single day to go and do something amazing for yourself, you have to understand to never look down on yourself because of some attitude that you have. I mean, make sure you understand to go and remove a bad attitude of yours, and then guess what? You have a good attitude now. Every single day, you must understand all the time, I never have a bad attitude because I understand how to get a good one. I mean, in a sense, every single day, if you go and focus upon understanding and great attitudes, make great lives. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, focus upon understanding on how to really have more empathy with people, which is just being in people's shoes. So if you understand how to be in my shoes today, you don't understand how my point of view is. So if you understand my point of view, you then can do something necessary in your life to improve your life in a way that you're going to improve your life basing on my ideas. Now, when you're understanding it, when you're basing everything on my ideas, you're going to understand that you're always going to question it, and you're going to be making sure that you're going to question all the ideas and all the information of the world, so that you're going to do what's best for you. Because I understand that what's best for you is understanding Jesus Christ today and understanding the world around you, and it's making sure that you're life coaching today and doing music production and doing something amazing for yourself. I promise now, if you understand how to really grow yourself, you have to go and really understand daily to go and really be the best version of yourself. Now, I mean, be the best version of yourself in daily life so you can go and really understand that no matter what, that if you need to drink some water just before a video or something, you can always make sure you can do that. I understand, although, that what's important is every single day focus on a better life for yourself. So when you're focusing on a better life, you're going to be understanding that there's always more to do and there's always more to say. I mean, every single day focus upon understanding that sometimes that when you're drinking water and then 5 minutes later you feel like drinking water again because it's so hot, isn't it? I promise now every single day that when it's so hot, I promise you that's when you feel like you need to drink water. You understand? So you have to hydrate yourself again if you feel like you have to drink water. You understand? I promise now the only time that you understand when you need to drink water is now. But understanding that when you feel like drinking water, it's because your throat is very sticky. And it's because you feel like when you're, let's say, swallowing something, that the spit and all that is never really going down. So when you understand that, it's because the heat's around you and there's so much heat around you going on that you have to drink some water sometimes, even before a video, or you have to understand that it's much better to do it before a video, or even during a video, while you understand to pause your video as well, and then you can drink some water. I promise you all that, understand that no matter what, that sometimes when you're overweight, for example, and you're obese, you have to understand that overweight people and obese people are much hotter in terms of temperature, and you have to understand that their skin is always much more warmer than, let's say, anything else. So you have to understand the people who have healthier health in terms of healthier body lines and all that, I mean, their skin gets very cold very soon. I mean, you understand? So what happens with me for now, you have to understand that if it gets cold around me, I feel my skin over here and I say it's cold skin. So when I get cold skin, I then go and put a nice beautiful jumper on. So I try to never get cold skin. I make sure every single day, if I get cold skin, I always try to check my body temperature. So I touch my nice beautiful arms and I see my hands. I see my hands and I try to go and I go to feel my hands like this. And then what happens is I feel warm or I feel cold. And now if my hands are cold, I put on my jumper. I mean, if my skin is cold around my shoulders over here, I put on my jumper. Understand? Actually, it's so simple. I mean, that's how I feel my temperature. And now today, I understand right now it's actually warm. I'm probably sure I can feel myself warm, but I can feel coldness coming in. You understand? So what I do is I understand that I'm still warm. I understand although that sooner than later, I'm going to have to put a jumper on because that's how it is. I mean, I can feel it. I mean, you understand? So every single day, that right now I'm always checking my temperature. You understand? So every single moment, I mean, right now I'm warm, but during sleep, I mean, it may get even colder. So what you do during sleep is put on the nice, beautiful, let's say, close the nice, beautiful windows around your house, and then understand that's going to keep you warm throughout night without a blanket, for example. So if you have no blanket, or you never want to do a blanket, I mean, if you never want to, let's say, put on a blanket tonight, but make sure you understand to go and close the windows, because that way you're going to close off the roads as well. You're going to close off the construction outside, and you're going to close off the people outside who may be playing music or something. And once you close the windows, you're going to surround yourself in silence much more. So it's much better for you to understand to go and really, really understand to go and close the curtains as well. So make sure you close the blinders, so when the sun comes up, that nothing's going to come into your eyes while you're sleeping. So what you do is get yourself an eye guard or an eye mask, and what you do every single day is try to use that every single day. So every single day you're going to understand that if somebody turns on the light, you have one of those masks and it covers your face. You understand? And then what happens is I realize every single day it helps you to focus upon sleeping. So it may be fully daytime. I mean, it may be fully daytime, but what happens when you are sleeping? I mean, somebody may turn on the light or the sun may shine in your eyes, but you never even see the brightness. I mean, you understand? So that is going to help you sleep. So I understand it always helps me sleep. But what's amazing is understanding that you can also go and put nice, beautiful earphones into your nice, beautiful sleep. And what happens is when you put earphones into your ears and you hear some sounds, while everything around you may be, let's say, noisy and all that. So what you do is you put a nice, beautiful eye guard, and then you close the curtains and you close the windows, and then you also put a jumper on if you want, or put on some gloves if you want. I mean, put the hoodie on if you're very cold, and then sleep in your jacket sometimes. I mean, you understand? I mean, sleep in double wear. I mean, put 2 singlets on. I mean, put 3 shirts on. I mean, put 5 pants on. I mean, in a sense, so what you do is understand to sleep and also love yourself in a way I always love I. Right now, every time you understand that no matter what, you're going to get the best rest, you're going to get the best sleep, but never ever go putting a fan or a air condition that's blowing on you while you're sleeping. I mean, never do it, because what happens is your skin gets to get cold. I mean, if your skin gets cold and it stays cold for a while, I mean, what happens is you start to get sick and you start to get physically sick. So never drink anything cold, and never ever go and put ice water and drink ice water. I mean, never drink ice water, ever. I mean, never do it, because no matter how much it's hot, you never need to drink ice water. Understand? You never need to drink ice cream and all that. You never need ice cream. I never eat ice cream. So what you do is understand that ice cream is full of dairy products. I mean, understand? So dairy products is something that you never do, because you have to understand that you can get the nutrition inside soy milks, but understand to save the cows and make sure that they are never working for you. Understand? I mean, make sure you understand that you never need cows in your lifetime. But understand, although you never go killing cows, you understand? I mean, understand every single day you need cows to see them and to touch them and all that, but never ever go trying to kill them or trying to make them do some work for you. Understand? But what you do every single day is focus upon understanding that you go and do something that's really much more better than that, and go and focus on the Bible, Jesus Christ, and go and understand every single day you're going to do something much better. I promise you now, every single day, try to go and really understand that anything that you want in terms of calcium is found already in soy milk. I mean, you have to understand that no matter what, that what you need in daily life is veganism much more than eating meat. I understand every single day that when I go and really find a foundation for myself to go and really dwell upon a better life for myself, I make sure I'm always looking for the best information and always making sure I'm giving these nice, beautiful ideas in different ways, and making sure every single day I focus upon understanding on how to speak with myself daily. And just to be able to even do a different video every time is more enough for me to be able to grow. And now when I grow, I make sure every single day I'm always growing. I'm always growing in different ways, but I understand every single day I'm growing one way. And when I grow, I make sure I'm using the IUQ rule, or my I, in terms of the word I. And I understand every single day that when I just come back to the word I understand I'm completing myself into greatness. Unfortunately, now, it's a big difference for you to understand that if you go really grow yourself daily, and you grow your mindset, and you grow the person you are in terms of life, you have to understand that you have to be in front of the video camera. You have to understand every single day that now it's the internet age. I mean, now it's something different in your life. Right now, what you need to do daily is making sure that you're always raising your voice. And you have to be raising your voice in front of people, and you have to be raising your voice in front of everything. But understand that what's important is find new skills throughout the day, and be constantly writing something down. I mean, be constantly trying to tackle the day. I mean, be constantly trying to understand more information and trying to read more from people. And now when you understand how to read people and their compositions in terms of music and in terms of what they're saying around the world and what's going on around the world, you then have to do some more information for yourself, and then you have to go and do much better than them. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing much better than them, you're communicating much more in camera, you're doing much more audio work, you're doing much more writing, you're doing much more materials in blogging and all that. So every single day, focus upon understanding that no matter what, that you have to overachieve. Every single day, you have to focus upon understanding to do much more than everybody else. Unfortunately, if you understand that, unfortunately, that's how you make money. Unfortunately, money is made easily, as Tony Robbins says. Unfortunately, every single day, focus on understanding that you have to be somebody proactive in the way that you're doing much more. Unfortunately, now, proactive people are people who are doing much more than yesterday, and then focus upon understanding that you have to be a pro in your life. Unfortunately, it's much better to be a pro than a con, because a con gets negative and a pro is positive. I mean, every single day, focus upon understanding you must have more pros in your life than cons. You must understand every single day to focus on doing something that only rich people do. So if you find an area in life where you can go to just be rich, I mean, go to that area and live in that area. You understand? Now, if you understand that, now that's the best way to understand how you can live your life. You have to understand the best way is go to where the rich are, and then focus upon being rich in that area. And then eventually you're going to go and fly the world as well. Now, what is an area in your life where you can go today into a city or anywhere around the world where you can be around rich people, and then you can also make sure to go and be around them, and then you can also make sure to do everything that they're doing. I mean, what is the fastest way to get to that rich state for you, in terms of for you? I mean, every single day, what is the best way to get into that rich state for you in a way that you're going to grow? Now, every single day, trying to find different ways and different techniques to be able to achieve greatness for yourself faster. So if you understand how to really map out your life in different ways, the best thing that you can do is travel and travel and travel. And now when you're traveling, I mean, Grant Cardone says you must escape your zip code. You must go to a different zip code if you want to be something greater. You have to understand you can never be in the same zip code. You understand? Now, every single day, you have to be moving zip code to zip code. You must be able to travel from one area to another, and from another area to another, because the money is made on the traveling as well. And it's never just in one area. You understand? Because every single day, I understand the people of the past. I mean, what's happening with them today? I understand that they're always in one area, and they've been in one area for 2 years now. I understand? I've been traveling Australia for 2 years. I mean, I'm almost done in Australia. I mean, I have to fly the world now. I mean, I'm almost seen every single city in Australia. So what I need to do is I need to escape Australia now, because I understand I've already done Australia. I understand. So what I need to do is just do much more of something that I love to do, and then I make sure to be alone much more, because I'm so happy being alone. I'm much happier being alone than with a woman, and I'm much happier being alone than with other people. Now, why is that? Because I have much more peace. I have much more peace. I have more, let's say, integrity. I have less people who are fake with me, and then I have much more inclining in terms of way that I'm going inward. I'm making sure I'm inclining all the time, that I'm loving life. I'm always loving life in different ways. I'm always making sure that I'm lifting my communicational skills. So I'm never wasting time talking to other people for 50 hours because I'm doing my videos, I'm doing my live coaching, I'm doing something around the world. I'm making an impact. I'm making sure every single day I'm positive with myself. I'm looking for new skills. I'm looking for new aspects of life where I can go to another city and try to enable myself to grow, because money never makes you happy, but what makes you happier is communicational skills with yourself. So if you understand how to communicate with yourself all day long and then do 1 hour videos here and there and here and there, you're going to do excellent. So every single day, focus on understanding that you have to push yourself to go and do much more video content and much more talking in front of people. And now if you understand that no matter what, that as soon as you start to really coach yourself on how to do that, you have to understand every single day that you have a journal, you have a video, and then you're going to teach people how to do that along the way. So you're going to try it first, and then you may have a mistake or something like that, but then guess what? You're going to teach yourself to never make that mistake again, and then you're going to teach people to never make that mistake that you did. Because I understand that life is full of trial and errors, but what you need to do first, if I realize what you need to do in life is you have to trial it first. You have to trial first every application. You need to go in the free trial first and then see, is it for you? I mean, you have to understand that sometimes I go into an application store and I see a free trial, but I understand I'll do it. And then after 5 days, I say, no way. I mean, they say, it's never for me. I mean, they say, and why is that? Because they never provide me what I need. I mean, that's it. I mean, every single day, what you need is a software or technology piece of hardware that can make you all the money in the world. I mean, guess what? I mean, that's you. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's what you need. I mean, you have to understand that what's amazing about phones and technology and vehicles and public transport today and the architecture you see today and everything is creativity about making sure you understand that we have so much today to be able to go and be able to do abundant work today in terms of information work. So I understand that no matter what, that I'm doing a lot of abundance today in terms of my work and also life coaching and everything I do. So this is just a side hustle that I'm doing right here. But what happens here is understand that with my side hustle, which is my life coaching, I'll go do a live event somewhere around the world and I keep doing them. I mean, I make money on the door. I mean, I understand that no matter what, that if you want to see me in your area today and I come to your area, for example, I understand that I charge at the door. And now, how much do I charge? I mean, I understand either way that I still have to make a price for that, but I understand that what's amazing about life, I understand that it's really I mean, I understand that no matter what, you still have to see me all the time because whatever I charge you with is my price. Whereas now, every single day, I make sure I'm always charging people in a way that I'm charging at the door only. So what's amazing every single day is focus upon understanding that people who are talking to other people all the time and laughing with them all the time, I mean, they have nothing to do. I understand, because what you need to realize is be with yourself only, and then you can understand how business works. I mean, business works only when you're by yourself. I mean, do you understand that? I mean, when you're with other people, you can only be with them to never muck around. I mean, never muck around in life. Stop mucking around and understand to start growing with people. I mean, if you're serious about business and if you're serious about life, you have to understand that, yes, you can laugh with yourself. You never need to laugh at other people. But what's amazing is understanding that if you're with other people so much, you have to be growing with them. And now most people are never growing with other people. So what you need to do is you have to realize that people are growing slowly today. They're slow. They're so slow to grow. They have no social media. So what happens is every single day, focus on understanding that you have to be very quick about life. You have to be very quick to go around the world doing events every single day. So if you understand that my side hustle here is going to make me so much money, but I understand my music production is something that's going to make me money even further. So I focus upon saying that no matter what, I'm always focusing on different aspects of life. But I understand every single day that if you're always laughing 12 hours with other people and you're on the couch watching TV with them and you're just laughing, you have nothing else to do but just laugh. Guess what? I understand that what's amazing is be happier, but then focus upon understanding to do something that's really going to help you move forward. So I'm just here at the hostel, but I understand every single day that what's amazing about my life is my communicational skills. So I'm able to go and be much more communicative to people and to other people because I understand that I'm something that understands life. I understand every single day. It's nice to be able to understand that when you're growing yourself and you're laughing with yourself and other people, that it's only minimally. Never ever be laughing with other people, trying to be with other people for 50,000 hours, trying to laugh with them. That's just so, those drug addicts that do that. They just want to be around other people laughing. 12 hours, man. Do you understand? 12 hours. Do you understand how much laughing that is? Go and do something about your business and life. Guess what? It's never laughing that's going to get you to growth You understand? I mean, what's going to get you to growth is communicating. You understand? I mean, when you're, I mean, you understand? I mean, all the time. I mean, how is that going to grow anybody? I mean, how is that going to grow anybody? I mean, understand me? I mean, what's amazing is understand that, yes, I mean, here and there, you must understand that you're laughing in a way you're teaching people. I'm laughing so much right now because I understand I'm teaching you something. I'm teaching you something. I have a great life. But I mean, most people just never understand how to understand to grow. So you have to understand how to grow every single day. You have to focus upon understanding that no matter what you're doing, you're going to focus on a better life. But focus on understanding that living in hostels is one experience of my life. And now understand that no matter what, that rich people have a better life than hostels. You understand? I promise you now, I'm very rich because I have Jesus Christ. I promise you now, every single day, I promise you that no matter what, you have to understand that Jesus Christ goes on a donkey and rides a donkey and also just walks everywhere. Understand? So is Jesus Christ rich? I promise you Jesus Christ is very rich. But guess what? I realize that richer people who are who? I mean, who is richer than Jesus Christ? I mean, nobody. I mean, I understand because every single day I understand that people have airplanes today. I understand that people have Uber and people have a limo and people have other drivers. I understand, but guess what? I mean, what's amazing about life is understanding that Jesus Christ has to walk everywhere and Jesus Christ has to go on a donkey. I mean, how many kilometers does he have to go on a donkey to get to somewhere? I understand. So guess what? I mean, do you understand that? I mean, guess what? I mean, just because I live in a hostel, I mean, look at Jesus Christ. Understand? I mean, Jesus Christ also, I understand every single day that it's much more, you understand, to focus upon understanding on how he lives life. You understand? Because he goes around sleeping with other people as well. You understand? So back then, you understand that I'm sleeping with other people too. So focus upon understanding that is the way it is. I understand, but guess what? I mean, you have to understand to sleep wherever you can afford. I mean, when you can afford a hostel, to live in a hostel rather than your parents' house, I mean, it's much better to live in a hostel than your parents' house. Understand? And why is that? Because you're going to learn how to be around other people. And then you're going to understand that you're going to eventually move away from the hostels and you're going to go into a motel and you're going to be able to afford $50 a day to give them a motel, and you're going to do a business like that because you're going to get some real estate, you're going to get some job that, I mean, you're going to get a job that's going to help you to do $50 a day or whatever in terms of motels. And then guess what? You're going to make a certain amount of money every single week, but you're going to throw it into hostels or motels to have a 1-bedroom apartment. You understand? I'm very sure, although every single day focus on understanding that anything that's really, really, let's say, nice and sweet in terms of accommodation in Sydney, Australia is a Q-Space hotel, and over there it's up to $180 a week for 1 bedroom, but it's a nice 1-bedroom time capsule. And you have to understand every single day that if you go there, you'll have a lot more money, and then you can also make sure that you're living your life. So focus on traveling every single day. I've already been traveling all this year. I mean, every single day focus upon understanding that until you go and really, really go and do busking performances and you're doing something around the world, you have to travel. You have to understand every single day to go and do your music much more and do something around the world that's going to help you to lift in front of people. So if you understand that is your purpose, your purpose is being in front of people, trying to sell them at the door and trying to understand to give them free information and entertainment. I mean, if you can be an entertainer in life and you can be entertaining people in some kind of way, you have to understand every single day that is the dream. The dream come true for me is being at a big festival that is a 10-hour music set for me, and I'm making 10 hours of music so I can be at a best festival in terms of the best festival in my life where I invite people and 50,000 people come to watch me do my music at a festival. And that's just a dream come true where I make all this money and I'm playing and I'm the spotlight for one day. I understand. So every single day, no matter what, that is coming up for me. But then also what is amazing for me is making sure that I can go and afford to be able to go and do life coaching and be able to communicate everything I want, to understand to go and help Jesus Christ and God with the communication skill. So I understand that what I have to do here is I have to go and communicate so much more to be able to achieve that. I mean, I have to go around the world promoting everything, and then I have to go and read what people are doing so that I can go and teach you what they're doing so that I can do it myself also, and then I can teach myself how to grow. Now that's the whole key. The whole key is making sure that you have to go and just achieve your dreams every single day, but give people words of encouragement every single day. So you go and focus upon their lives and to understand that no matter what, that you're never alone, because I'm here. I mean, Jesus Christ is here. I mean, everything is here for you, but understanding that you still have to grow alone. You understand? I'm pretty sure you have to grow alone, even though you're never alone. I still have to grow. You have to grow. I'm pretty sure everybody has to grow, but your growth is different from mine. Understand? I mean, we're always different. I mean, you grow one way, I grow another way. Understand? I promise you now, every single day, I promise you everybody is growing one way. But some people are dying, and now other people are dying and they understand never to grow because they believe that it's the opposite way. Whereas now they believe that life is never worth living. You understand? But life is worth living when you understand how to grow. And now if you understand how to grow, understand that you have to go and really look at your mindset today and start reading a lot more books and start really understanding business skills and strategies to be able to help your life prosper and grow daily. So focus upon understanding on how to lift your skills, and then go and focus upon lifting your life right now, because you have to understand that no matter what, the time's flying by very quickly. But as long as you're helping people as much as you can today, I mean, every single day, try to speak much more. I mean, try to talk more in front of your video camera and try to really emphasize a better way for yourself. So what you need to realize every single day is I woke up just from a nice, beautiful sleep, and guess what I say? Life coaching video right away. I mean, I have to do a life coaching video because I never want to waste time. I mean, so I want to make sure that I can do as much videos as possible every single day. So every single day, I'm always looking for something to do. I'm always making sure they have to understand that it's either music production or life coaching. I mean, I'm always life coaching myself and writing something around with words, but I'm always talking much more in my day. I'm looking to talk much more. I'm looking to understand that if I travel somewhere, I'm traveling through communication the most. I'm traveling through spirituality the most. Because what's amazing every single day is if you go around the world traveling and you're doing something around the world, you have to understand it's more about making sure that you're going and traveling with yourself the most in the way that you're growing, because the growth is something that you need. So focus on preparing for the first 30 years of your life. I mean, focus on just preparing to grow yourself, to public speak and to travel the world and to do live performances in front of people. So practice and practice and practice and practice something that you love to do, and do it in front of people. So what you do for the first 30 years of your life is go in front of people to do a busking performance right now for free, and try to just make more enough living expenses where you can go have more enough investments for yourself to never have an expense, but to have something that's giving you money right now. So try to really grasp to be able to understand that you're always going to be preparing for something. But I'm always preparing for something. I may have a speaking gig. I mean, somebody may come to me and say, hey, I've been watching you on YouTube. I want you to come to America. I want you to come over here. I want you to come with us because we're going to travel around the world and we're going to teach people something about life. Whereas now every single day, somebody may give you some money to come to them, to public speak for them. And then, so what you do is understand that if they do that, you just go, because every single day we're going to learn how to teach people in front of a camera, and we're going to understand either way that we're going to make a greater life for ourselves. I understand, so every single day, you have to understand I'm Serbian and Croatian, and I'm also Australian, but I'm making sure I'm always speaking with myself much more and more and more clearly, to be able to understand that no matter what's going to happen today is that I grow. I have to be able to grow very quickly. I have to understand I have to do much more in this. There's so much more I can do. I mean, every single day I'm focusing on understanding that there's so much more communicational work that I have to do every single day. So I'm focusing on understanding that when you're understanding that you're lapsing from something or you're doing something else every single day, you're looking to make sure that you're always much more motivating yourself throughout your words to be able to do something you love to do. But if you understand that you, let's say, tired in terms of your life and you're really fatigued and you're tiring yourself in a way that you have to sleep or something like that, I mean, make sure you sleep first and then understand either way that you have to sleep. So what you do is understand to sleep and then do what you need to do. You understand? That's how it is. But understand either way, just never kill yourself. Understand? But focus on understanding to get the rest you need. I mean, get the nutrition you need and get the nice, beautiful minerals and everything. So go to vegetables for that. I mean, go to veganism with vegetables and go to anything that's never processing food. So never ever try to go into the fridge to get something that is in the freezer. I mean, never ever get freezer food. I mean, anything that's in the freezer is something that you never eat at the supermarkets. So just remove the whole freezer from your life. I mean, anything that you can put in the freezer, you never put anything in the freezer anymore. I understand? So all your food that you're actually eating is nothing in the freezer. I understand? So just understand to remove all the freezer food, because you never need freezer food. I mean, what's a freezer? I mean, you understand the fridge has a freezer. I mean, never ever eat anything that goes in the freezer. I mean, understand? Because that's all processing. I mean, that's all processing food, and that's too much sugar, and it's too much fat, and it's too much cheese, and it's too much cholesterol. I mean, so every single day, never eat that. I mean, cholesterol is something that humans have already, but what we need to do is we need to lower cholesterol. And then when you lower cholesterol, you're looking at veganism food, you're looking at fruits and vegetables. Actually, that's more or less processing. So if you look at nice, beautiful, let's say, apples and all the fruits out there, you have to understand the fruits out there have minimal protein. I mean, minimal protein. I mean, the most protein in a fruit is a banana, and a banana has 1 gram of protein. You'll never ever find any other fruit that has more proteins than a banana in terms of fruit. I mean, in that sense, so what you do is understand that protein in terms of bananas, you have to understand that it's much more, go and focus on understanding that fruits will never give you protein as much as you need them. But what you need to understand that fruits will give you the other flavors and will give you natural sugar, and it will also give you other minerals and nutrients you need. So anything that's vitamin C and vitamin A and vitamin D and all this kind of stuff, you have to understand that's all in fruits. I understand, so minerals and anything in terms of other nutrients other than plant protein is found in the nice beautiful fruits. But then also plant protein is also found in fruits, but just minimal. And you have to understand the vegetables are more plant protein. And now, because vegetables are more plant protein than the fruits, you must understand that vegetables are much more worthy of your attention, because what's in a vegetable, you must understand it's peanut butter. And it's also making sure you understand that the nice beautiful way of saying that beans is a vegetable. You understand? I mean, anything that's beans and chickpeas, and also making sure you understand lentils. You have to understand that you have to eat that. You have to understand you have to eat canned food. You have to understand to go and eat much more canned food today, because that's something that you never need a freezer for. But I understand every single day it's what I eat. I promise you now, I eat beans. I eat a lot of, let's say, peanuts and nuts. So that's a lot of, let's say, vegetables. I understand, although that grains in terms of, let's say, the nice beautiful wholemeal bread and cereals is also something I eat, and soy milk. So I focus on that. But what's amazing is understand that when you're understanding vegetables, I promise you it's beans and chickpeas. And it's also making sure you understand that you have to eat the nice beautiful tofu, and then understand that no matter what, you can also eat yourself into greatness. You have to understand that no matter what, it's focused upon saying that the best areas of your life is focusing on vegetables more than actual fruits. You understand? So when I go to vegetables, I eat tofu, I eat the nice beautiful soy products, I eat the nice beautiful bean products, I eat the chickpeas, I eat the lentils, I eat anything that's in the can. You understand? Right now, that's it. Right now, if you understand, I go for the more protein in terms of plant food, and then I understand every single day, I'm just living my life, but I understand that most people never want to listen to me, and they never care about my information. You understand? So what I do is I give more information anyway, because that's something I succeed in. I succeed in through information. So when people are looking at me and I'm at the stage, I'm on the stage, and people are there on the actual path where other people are there in the crowd, you understand? I never want to listen to me, but go and listen to somebody else. I understand. So I'm in the actual stage. I mean, you understand? I mean, everybody's watching me, and I'm the public speaker on the stage, while everybody else is the crowd, because the crowd never wants to listen to you. I understand. So every single day, that's why I'm on the stage and they're the crowd. You understand? Right now, every single day, focus on understanding that every single day you're going to have people in your life who never want to believe in you, because they never believe in themselves. So what you do is never try to waste time talking to them. I mean, never waste time talking to people you're never going to see again. I promise you. Now that's a simple. I promise you that's nice and simple, isn't it? I mean, never talk to people who you're never going to see. I mean, you understand? I mean, if you're never going to go to their country, to sit in their house, to shake their hand, and to sleep with them, I mean, never ever go to them. Understand? I mean, that's it. I mean, never even try to sleep with them. Understand? I mean, try to go with yourself and sleep with yourself, but understand every single day that is the best way to delay gratification. But focus on understanding that no matter what, that if you're never going to see that individual in real life, I mean, stop talking to them. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, no matter who it is, I mean, you have to understand that what's important in your life is talking to yourself rather than those people that you're never going to see. So focus on having no online relationships with anybody but yourself. Understand? I mean, you never need them, but focus on having relationships with people online who you are actually going to see eventually. So understand that no matter what, it's much more important for you to do so. Right now, focus on understanding that you never message people that you're never going to see again. Right, that's it. I mean, you're going to have people from the past that you're never going to see again. I mean, never ever try to contact them. I mean, never try to see them again. I mean, never try to go where they are. I mean, never try to knock on their door anymore. I mean, never try to do it, because you're never going to see them again. I understand? Because why? I mean, why do you need to see them? You just showed yourself that you never want to see them again, so never go there. Understand? And why? Because that's something that you understand. I mean, something that is just passing you by in a way that you just understand. You just never want to go there. You just never want to go to the drug addict. So never talk to them anymore. I mean, you just never want to go to her anymore because she has a husband. I mean, just go. I mean, just go somewhere else. I mean, understand? I mean, just never talk to them. Understand? So that's it. I mean, finito. I mean, understand? So what you do is go and focus on your life somewhere else, and focus on being around crowds and people that you teach only. I mean, you understand? I mean, go where you can teach. I mean, go to people you can teach, and that's it. I mean, never go to people marketing yourself to people who never care about you. I mean, never ever try to contact people who you're never going to see again, or trying to market to people who is just one crowd. I mean, never try to market to one crowd only. I mean, try to market to yourself the most, everything, and then focus upon understanding that you market to a crowd that wants you only. Understand? I mean, focus on marketing to people who talk to you. I mean, that's it. I mean, if you understand that those people who talk to you, I mean, you market to those people, but guess what? You never ever talk to them. Never talk to those people. I mean, what you do is go in real life and talk to the people who are different crowds. I mean, go to different crowds and make sure every single day you're marketing to people who are different only. I mean, never ever be sending the same people messages all the time. I love it. I want to know, it's because you're going to learn to grow. I mean, if you understand how to be around people, I've been traveling around Australia now, and every single time I meet people in Newcastle, I meet people in Port Stephens, I meet people in Anna Bay, I meet people everywhere, you understand? And now, every time when I meet people, I always understand that this area I met these people, and this area I met these people, and in this area I met these people. And I understand every single day that once you're traveling, you're going to meet new people along the road. And now what you need to realize is you need to be able to grow yourself, and you need to be able to understand how it feels to be able to travel Australia or the world. You have to understand how it feels to be able to travel 2 years alone around the world. You understand? First, now, if you just go and imagine this, you get on the plane today, you have 10 plane trips by yourself, and then you're going to this hostel and you travel to 50 hostels, sleeping at 50 hostels for 2 years on your own. So imagine that feeling. Imagine sleeping at 50 different hostels around the world on your own. So you're just living with other people though, but you have 10 you have plane flights going around the world somewhere, but you're just alone and you're just traveling alone, and there's no crowd, but it's just you. But what do you do during this time? It's 2 years of travel, but then you're just going to do something that's business relating with yourself, that you're going to focus on your business, you're going to grow your business. And how do you grow your business in this point of view? You go around the world doing much more videos, you're going to do much more audios, and you do some music production here and there, but you're escaping a 9 to 5 in the process, because you're traveling the world, you're using the government's money to succeed, you're using other people's money to succeed, and then you go and live with your parents for a bit and see them, and then be there for a certain amount of time, but then you're going busking performances as well, and you're learning how to do something amazing, and then understand every single day you're just increasing your talents and abilities, which is communicational skills, to be able to talk more words and all that. And then you're understanding also to boost the music in your life, so make some music as well. And then focus upon understanding that your life is something much more successful than always understanding nothing else. So understand that no matter what, you must understand how to be more successful, and only you. You must understand how to be you only. You must understand only you in life, and then focus on understanding that is everything. Understand? So focus upon understanding on how to really go and really lift your life. Now, if you lift your life daily, you're going to be understanding daily how to really lift your words. So if you just go back to your words daily, and then you just really sit in a video every single day that you can, and just go and really give this nice beautiful content daily. Now, if you go and really give content daily, people are going to watch you eventually, because what's going to happen is you're going to be in front of people eventually, and then you're going to be consistent about everything, and then eventually you're just going uphill. You're just going uphill, and no matter what happens, you're going to be very successful. So start studying now about what you need to do daily to make sure that whatever happens, you're going to have a nice beautiful, let's say, job in a 9 to 5, and you're going to make sure you're a psychologist or whatever it is, and then get yourself in debt so that you can go and get yourself out of debt. Understand? So it's that simple, but make sure you understand that you're always going to have a government job in a 9 to 5 job, and then you're going to understand either way that you're eventually going to lift off, and you're never going to have a 9 to 5 job anymore, because you're going to go and live with your parents for a bit, and then you're going to do your business, and then you're going to create events around the world, and that's the only way that you can go and succeed out of the 9 to 5 job today. And it's really, if you want to escape the 9 to 5 job today, it's because you're going to go in front of people eventually, and you're going to really, let's say, charge people at the door, and you're going to be self-employment, and then all that money that you're making from people in terms of live performances that you give events around the world is going to go into real estate right away. And then guess what? Real estate's going to give you enough money to get away from a 9 to 5 job, and that's it. In a sense, so your business is really make events around the world and make live events in front of people. So if you understand to increase your talents to be able to do that, actually that's what I mean. That's what I've been doing for the past 2 years and for the past 3 years, is increasing my communicational skills to be able to go in front of people, to charge them at the door, and to teach them something about life. And then what happens is every single day, focus upon understanding that eventually I make it much better, because I understand I'm making music on the side. I'm making this nice, beautiful hustle for myself where I'm learning how to do music as well. And I focus upon better communicational skills to get me higher. And now I understand every single day that when I go and really have better habits, such as sobriety, and I'm always sober, I'm never drinking alcohol, I'm never doing drugs, because that's a great habit. And now I understand every single day I'm a vegan as well, so that's a great habit. I promise you now, if you understand those two habits, you'll understand life. Now, I understand that those people who never become vegan and never become sober throughout life are always going to be much more less successful in life. I promise you, that's it. I promise you now, if you understand every single day to focus upon how to really lift yourself daily, and then you understand that no matter what, that you never have to be stuck in one area. You have to understand you have to travel, and then you have to understand that no matter what, that you will lift yourself into greatness as long as you're communicating much more. If you understand how to communicate much more, you have to understand it's more plan your life in video camera as much as you can, and be desperate for success. Be desperate to succeed. And now, if you're desperate, you have to understand you're going to do anything. You're going to do whatever it takes. That you're going to understand every single day you're going to succeed, because you're going to talk. You're going to talk your way into success, and you're going to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you can go and succeed. Now, that's it. You have to prosper somehow. But before you even get up on the stage to public speak, you have to learn how to public speak first. You have to understand that you have to be a public speaker before you even get up on the stage to public speak. You understand? Now, before you even become a DJ, you have to learn how to DJ behind the scenes. Before you even get up in front of a crowd, you have to learn how to do that on the side. Understand? So what you do on the side is get up in front of crowds, in front of people inside of the busking performances, and do it for free, and start doing live performances here and there for free. Understand? So what happens from that point is that when you're for free in life and you're doing live performances in front of a camera and doing it in front of people for free, you then can understand how to charge people from that point. Understand? But if you never do a live performance in front of people, how do you expect to make money in front of people? You have to understand that what's important is make money while you're doing what you love to do. So I understand that no matter what, that sports stars love to go around the world playing sport in front of people while making the money. And now Zlatan Ibrahimovic will go to Manchester United and Juventus and Inter Milan and AC Milan and all these places, because why? Because he does it for the money. He does it because people give him money to go there. And now, either way, I promise you, I do the same thing. I understand, because why? Why not? Guess what? Every single day I get to play for AC Milan. I get to play for all these different places, because it's about what? It's about traveling the world, isn't it? I understand. It's about different countries. I understand. But guess what? I realize if you're just like Ryan Giggs, if you're like Ryan Giggs, also who's playing in Manchester United for 20 years, and that's it. That's his club. Guess what? You're a legend in that club, but that's it. You travel anywhere. But I understand that's different, isn't it? That's different. That's a different career, but that's something I understand every single day that I can do that too. You understand? But what's amazing is if I have to choose between Zlatan Ibrahimovic's nice, beautiful career or Ryan Giggs, what do you do over here? Go and understand that Zlatan Ibrahimovic has a better career. You understand? Now, why is that? Because he gets to travel more. He gets to go around different places much more. Understand? So every single day, focus on understanding that Zlatan Ibrahimovic, when he gets to go to AC Milan and play in Italy and play all those teams in Italy, and then he goes to England and plays all the teams in England, and then he goes to other teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid, and he plays all those teams as well. Understand? So, the guy's already really traveling all the best countries in the world and playing all the teams in the world. Understand? So, if you understand Allah, that's the kind of traveling I mean. But Ryan Giggs is different. But he's just being able to travel in one spot with the same club, but he's legendary in Manchester United. He's somebody that's been playing in Manchester United for a long time. So either way, you can never take his name away in that scenario. But he's the captain over there. Because why? He's playing the longest. So either way, you must understand that if you choose to stay in one area of your life, but you're happy with that, guess what? You go for it. Guess what? What's the best scenario with them? As long as you're happier, do what you want to do. I understand that I'm just much more like Zlatan Ibrahimovic over here, where I understand I just go and get the money, and I just go over here, I'll go over here, and guess what? Career, done. What do I do after sport though? What do I do every single day after sport is I start to communicate and public speak on how sports players and other people in terms of leadership qualities can be able to manage people in terms of soccer and be able to understand the world football game or nice and beautiful, let's say, sport around the world, to be able to be an athlete and to be able to have a nice, beautiful, strict repertoire and to be able to get your reputation up on skyrocketing, and then understand every single day it's much more about communicational work after your career. You understand? Now, when you turn 100, it's much better that you understand how to communicate than to play golf. It's much better to understand that 100 years of age, you can be doing a life coaching video and then you can understand every single day why I do what I do. I make sure every single day I'm providing all the content every single day to go and succeed, because I understand I want to be great. I understand every single day I have to get bigger muscles, I have to look better, I have to feel greater. And then I have to understand that I have to have enough money first before I have anything else. Understand? I love life every single day to understand that no matter what, that money is in my life now because I search for it. And because I search for it, I brush it to my communicational skills. And that's it. I just need my word I, and that's everything to me. Understand? So I understand that no matter what, that most of the people in the planet around you are trying to tackle you down and trying to give you the worst information possible. Understand? Because why? Guess what? You have to understand that all information is equal. But what's happening today is most of the information today is history. Understand? So what you do is go and find the most updating information today. So my information today is updating you about life. Understand? It's updating you every single day on how to live your life, no matter what area of life you're living in terms of decades and centuries ahead of me, or whatever time you're born in. Otherwise, my videos are always going to teach you something. Understand? Watch now, every single day, focus on understanding that Jesus Christ's information is teaching history and everything. You understand? Watch now, every single day, focus upon understanding that we are always going to lift people through information. So if you're a sports star or a football player or whatever you are, guess what? Make a YouTube channel and start doing what I'm doing. Understand? That's your business. I promise now it's more communicational business. Right now, if you understand how to build your confidence in front of people and public speaking in front of people, and then eventually after your sports career or after your 9-to-5 job, you're going to go around places and you're going to public speak personally on the side so you can make some money. That's it. Guess what? Money is made easily through efforts and through making sure that no matter what, that you're going to have a mindset the greatest you can. In a sense, so every single day, no matter what you're doing, you have to focus upon understanding to lift yourself and other people, because communicational skills will make you the money you need. And now, if you're very positive, you're going to make all the money you ever want. But if you're negative about life, that's when you have no money. Understand? Because negative people are always broke and they always never have anything of a life. Understand? Because they're negative in the first place. Why are they negative? Because they need a greater attitude. And now, the attitude you need is a greater work ethic. You have to understand, you have to be more positive about your life and success to be able to be much more successful. Because I never met a successful negative individual. Understand? I never met a successful, guess what? You have to understand that I only ever meet successful, positive individuals. Understand? Anybody who's really successful is positive only. Understand? There's no negativity in the individual. Understand? So you have to understand, those people to me are very successful. So when I look at people, for example, who are drinking alcohol, but they're actors, I'm very sure that's never successful for me. They're famous, but they're going to kill themselves. I'm very sure that's never successful for me. But I understand, although they're famous, but guess what? If you're famous, but you are losing yourself and you're about to kill yourself, I'm very sure that's never success for me. But what's success for me is understanding you're famous, you're like Jesus Christ, you're very healthy, and then you're also understanding how to teach people, and you're also understanding how to really grow yourself. Now, if you understand how to do that, you can do anything. What's the definition of anything that's successful is Jesus Christ only, and then understand no matter what, that's the best path for you. Now, if you understand how to lift people from this point forward every single day, that you have to go and look into your communicational skills to do that. You have to look into your words and vocabulary every single day, and then you have to focus on growth. So go and do what growthful people do. Go and do what makes you grow. If you understand that is what works, and that is what makes common sense. But I have to grow my music production today. I have to make sure every single day I'm growing that music production on mine, because I understand that eventually I want to be able to make festivals. I want to be able to go to nightclubs, and I want to be able to make all my dreams come true inside of music production, because it's a dream. You understand? But eventually I get there. I get there very quickly. I make sure every single day I'm making all this music because I want to understand life. I want to understand no matter what, that I'm going to communicate myself into greatness. And now eventually I get up in front of people to do music production and DJing, and I get my DJ decks very soon. I make sure every single day I get whatever I need to succeed. You understand? So no matter what, you have to understand that sometimes you have to go for a 9-to-5 job to be able to succeed. You understand? You have to go for a 9-to-5 job for 3 years. You understand, although that eventually you're going to get away from a 9-to-5 job. So I understand that no matter what day in my life, I promise you the next 60 years I have no 9-to-5 job. I promise you. Right now, every single day, I understand that no matter what, I'm always lifting my life. I'm lifting my life in different ways, but I'm making sure that I'm going to communicate the most I can now so that I can prosper faster than all the people around me. So I understand that no matter what, that most people are wasting their time right now, but I'm never wasting my time. I make sure every single day I grow, and I'm making sure all the time I'm always recapping my videos. I'm always making sure I'm giving you nice, beautiful content, because I understand that what's important is my growth today. I promise you now, I watched this video before you, and then guess what? I'm the one doing it. So I'm watching my videos before you do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the one doing it. I promise you now, every single day you must understand that when I give you when I give you knowledge to succeed, and when I'm talking like this for 55 minutes, you must understand I'm here to succeed. I'm here to make sure that my life is greater than the people of the past that I met. I want my life to be greater than everybody. I love it. I promise you now, every single day I focus upon understanding that no matter what, that other people like Djokovic and Cristiano Ronaldo they did start very early in their careers in terms of tennis and fame and all that, but I'm much more doing much more work than they are in terms of communicational work today. Every single day focus upon understanding that it's much more go and really, really understand on how to make a YouTube channel today, and then focus upon understanding that if you have no YouTube channel today, you have to make one. You have to make a YouTube channel, you have to go and make yourself a social media, and go and see what I'm doing. I'm going to see what my Instagram is, and go and see what my nice beautiful bio link in terms of my Instagram does, and then go and focus upon understanding my YouTube channels and what I do my playlist in terms of my YouTube channels, which is just my YouTube channel, and go and see my playlist in my YouTube channel. Go and see all my playlists. I have many playlists in my YouTube channel, and go and check it out, because I understand that what's important is understanding ideas upon how to lift your life. But you have to understand that no matter what, you have to grow. You have to grow yourself in different ways. You have to grow yourself much better than a sports star. You have to understand every single day that sports is up to 4 years of age, and that's it. But what happens after that is communicational skills, because what sports people do after their retirement is understanding that in sports there's always a retirement. But if you're communicating in your sport, there's no retirement in communication. Now, every single day, focus on understanding that your real work is communicational work within the sport, and never the sport. It's never the physical work that is your capability. You understand? Your capability is the communicational side of that sport. Now, wrestlers like Hulk Hogan and Undertaker and all this, you must understand these wrestlers from the WWE in terms of the World Wrestling Federation or the World Wrestling Entertainment, which is now actually, it went from World Wrestling Federation to World Wrestling Entertainment. And now understand that what's important is understanding that WWE is also, understand for me, IWWE. Why is it IWWE? Why is it iPhone? iPhone over the phone. Because I understand every single day, focus upon understanding that many people who are going wrestling and doing wrestling gigs and all this, they're jumping from Hell in a Cell, and they're jumping off these steel cages to help to entertain you and to be in front of a live audience to make money. They're going traveling the world, and guess what? You have to understand that these people will do anything to succeed. So you must understand that they will put their bodies on the line for you. They'll go and jump and do barbed wire matches and all these hellfire matches. They'll go and really suplex you, and they'll chuck you through the Hell in a Cell ring so that you fall on your neck and break your neck. So realize that is how far they go. So no matter what, eventually they turn 50 years of age and 60 years of age, and guess what happens to them? They are unable to walk anymore. They're unable to wrestle anymore, and they're also unable to do anything anymore in terms of physicality, because they broke their hip, or they broke their spine, or they broke their neck, and they broke their shoulder, or they done something in terms of the ring, and guess what? That's how it is, you understand? But what's amazing is understand that if you want to be a wrestler, and if you want to do anything around wrestling or sports today that's physical, or anything in the Olympics today, you have to understand it's more about the communicational work than the actual Olympics. And it's more about the communicational work than the sport. Because what you need to realize is, if you want to do anything physical in terms of work, you have to understand that Jesus Christ never does physical work. And now I understand that every single day that Jesus Christ teaches you here to do much more spiritual work than physical work in the planet. Because the spiritual work is the actual communicational work, that you need to be teaching people something about wrestling, or teach people about the sport, or something like that, instead of doing it. Never be doing it, but do the actual work behind it. Guess what? Instead of doing soccer, teach about soccer. You never play the sport, you're never actually playing the sport, but what you're doing is you're playing the sport in communication, and you're saying, no, but this individual is actually very positive, because look where they are, because I understand that's the communicational work. And now I understand that Kazi, in terms of Fozzy, who is a SBS type of guru, I understand that no matter what, that this individual gets on SBS and before a match, I mean, he says, hey, I mean, this is what you need to do, and this is where Cristiano Ronaldo has to run in and be able to score a goal. I mean, understand, because guess what? I mean, that's a tactic for you to understand how he's performing in his communication, because that's what you need to realize about Fozzy. I mean, understand, but understanding the game of sport and whatever you're doing today is much more about communicational work than it is the physical work. So if you want to be a wrestler, you be a great communicator first. I understand, because I understand big wrestlers will say, "I Tiger." I mean, they have no communicational skills on the stage. I mean, they are really around people who are going to boo them. I mean, people are going to boo people who have no communication work. I mean, imagine you get up on the stage and you start to really talk to a crowd. You people, you all Canada. I mean, what is that? I mean, that's stupid communicational skills. I love that. I mean, how is that really going to entertain a crowd? But if you go and understand, I love I get up in front of a crowd, I say, you guys have to understand something right now. That Triple H or The Rock, I mean, who do you want me? I mean, who do you want me to face right now? Because I understand that either one of them, I put them down 1, 2, 3. I mean, guess what? I mean, get your ass out here, Triple H, because I understand. I mean, you understand? Because that's something of entertaining right now. I mean, you understand? I mean, get your ass out here, Triple H, because I understand I pedigree your ass into 1 through 3. I understand, because that's something straight away that's leading into the match. I mean, it's leading straight away to make somebody come out right now to fight me. I mean, understand, because that's something of entertainment. But if you're going and you get up on the stage and you say, "Oh, Canada," I mean, and you're just being a smartass about that, but realize either way, that is never ever communicational skills, because that is never entertaining anything. I mean, that's just you singing and blabbering about something, you understand? But it's never really something that's going to entertain me. I mean, understand? I mean, what entertains me is a great communicator. I mean, anybody who can communicate can entertain. So if you understand how to be a wrestler first, or a sports star, or anything you want to be in life, is communicate first. I mean, if you can communicate first and learn to communicate, then you can be everything. But never be an actor without communicational skills. I mean, never be a wrestler without communicational skills. Otherwise, you look like caveman or cavewoman. You understand? I love it. Watch now, every single day, focus upon understanding. That's all I do in my videos. I focus on understanding that it's more about communicational work and looking great. So I'm a fashion model. I'm making sure I'm looking great all the time. I make sure you understand that my actual information of everything I have is my word I. But I understand every single day I get up on Instagram, I upload my videos, and every single video that I have just now, in terms of when I'm making videos, I make a 1 hour video, and then I make sure I post a nice beautiful Instagram reel of my nice beautiful scenario of a video, and then I post it up on Mega Drive first, and then I post it up on my YouTube channel. So I'm focusing on understanding that no matter what, you guys have to lift your communicational skills daily to be able to live life, and to be able to understand that whatever you want today is understand how to achieve your greatness. But being able to understand that you never be afraid to make music, you never be afraid of anything, because you have your word I. So come back to the word I to communicate everything you ever want. So if you understand that, actually, it's a long way to go in your life every single day. That if you understand every single day, you're going to just go and do your life every single day in a way that you're going to be never afraid, but you're going to focus upon understanding that eventually you're going to get up in front of people eventually, and you're going to make money at the door. You're going to make money in front of people, and people are going to give you money to see you, because you're very much a talent. You're very much somebody of a YouTube star. You're somebody online much more than they are, and you're actually consistent, and you're actually always producing content online, and they're always going to watch you throughout the world, because that's what you need to do with YouTube channel and social media today. Which now, if you understand to be consistent online every single day, eventually, you go in front of people, and then you say, "Hey, I'm every single day posting 1 hour video on my YouTube channel. I mean, come and check me out around the world." I mean, every single day, update people about where your events are every single day, and then focus upon understanding that you make a nice, beautiful description in your Instagram, where you have to understand, I make 1 page of a PDF file to show you my description of who I am and what I do. And then I post it into 1 link, where you click the link, and then you can find my actual description of my Instagram. But everything else is my word I inside of Instagram, because I understand the word I is who I am. So I understand that no matter what, I realize every single day I focus upon understanding that I'm never afraid to do anything. I make sure every single day I'm focusing upon understanding that I have to lift myself and my communicational style every single day. But I'm enjoying this video. I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying who I am daily. I'm focusing upon a greater way of life daily. I'm focusing on understanding that if you have a nice, beautiful Instagram profile or social media, I mean, what you do is make a nice, beautiful Instagram and YouTube channel, and then focus upon just doing that with a mega drive, and then focus upon going around the world with just that. And then you're going to understand either way that you're going to solidify success very quickly, because many people want to have they want to go on LinkedIn, they want to go on Facebook, they want to go on all these social media profiles. There's 50 billion of them, and they want to be on 50 million social media profiles today. Why do you need to be on so much profiles today? Guess what? Just focus on 3 profiles, and then guess what? just go and focus on 1 profile and succeed. Focus on just Instagram then. Focus on just Mega Drive. Just focus on just YouTube. Focus on just those 3. Focus on just one of those. You understand? So every single day I focus on Mega Drive the most out of those, because Mega Drive is something much more for me. Why is that? Because Mega Drive is something where I can post a PDF file, I can post an audio file, I can post a video file, I can post image files, I can post any kind of files into my Mega Drive, and you can always find them. So what you do is just you download the application Mega Drive, and then you just really understand that it's through the application that you download all my content. I promise you to see it. I promise you click on my link and you'll get there. I promise you every single day, focus on understanding that it's that simple to be able to connect the dots together and to be able to achieve greatness for yourself. Now, if you understand to be able to update yourself around the world daily and be able to tune into the news and be able to tune into everything that's happening around the world, because that's something that's going to entertain you, but that's also something that is going to teach you something about life too. In a sense, every single day, focus on more informational work and focus on getting the information you need to succeed. But then understand every single day you have to be doing videos. You have to be doing something that's going to help you. So when I go and export my videos, I export them at the moment. I export my videos at the moment at 480 pixels. And I understand that the image is great quality. You can still see me, but I understand every single day that it's something that uploads faster into the actual YouTube, and it uploads faster into my Mega Drive, and it also saves me money and time right now to be able to do that. So I understand that no matter what, I give you the best quality all the time as much as I can, but eventually I get more phones, I get better technology, and then I can also do 720 HD, and then I can do 1080 HD. You understand? So no matter what, you have to understand to level up to that point, because if you're doing it right away, it makes you understand that no matter what, that it's too much time to process, to even understand to deliver that. So understand that if you go and upload 1 hour videos online, that's 7 gigabytes per video, and then understand that it takes time to do that. It takes time to upload 7 gigabytes of information every single day. So especially when you're doing 3 hours of content, that's 21 gigabytes a day where you're uploading. You understand? I promise you, although when I upload 3 hours of videos with 480 pixels, that's around 7 gigabytes of information daily. So it's much better for me to upload 7 gigabytes than 21 gigabytes a day. In a sense, because it saves me money. It saves me time, because I understand I use free Wi-Fi, but what's amazing is go where the freeway is and go learn how to use free Wi-Fi much more than giving money for the Wi-Fi, you understand? So go live in places that's going to give you free Wi-Fi, but be traveling around the world much more, while you're also understanding that you have a laptop, for example, you have external hard drive, you have all these other information processes, and then what you do is put in an external hard drive or your laptop and put your videos in there and store them in your laptop. And then what happens is that when you get free Wi-Fi, you just hook them up into your free Wi-Fi and upload your videos. I'm pretty sure it's that simple. You understand? So you can always do that, but you can also keep a nice beautiful phone or technology piece or hardware where you understand that no matter what, that anything that's hardware is like a phone or anything that you can touch. You understand? So everything's hardware today. Now every single day you have to understand to go and get yourself the softwares that give you the most information in terms of data and that can do the most capability for you. Now if you understand that any type of technology that can do the most for you is the technology to get for you. So always go more expensive in a way that you're going more affordable. But understand that you have to give expensive. You're giving people expensive because expensive is quality. But then understand this, that when you're getting something from other people, you have to give money. And now give money for the most affordable aspects of life while you're giving the most expensive aspects of your life. And now understand that what's amazing about my life is that I'm able to coach people and I'm able to go and really, really dwell upon communicational skills much better. And then I also sing a vocal tone here and there, and I do some rapping on the side here and there. But I understand that what's the point in that. Now, every single day, I understand that I want to make much more music. So I'm focusing upon understanding that my music career needs a songwriter. I need to be a music producer and songwriter and rapper, and I have to be able to sing my own vocals so that I can learn how do I put vocals in my own tracks, because I sing them. I sing my vocals and I sing and then I understand how to do vocals because I'm a singer, and then I understand every single day I want my vocals to be like this in my track. Because if I get other people to do my vocals, I mean, they charge $500 per piece. I understand. So, I mean, guess what? I mean, it's much more affordable for me to sing my own tracks than to give other people money. I mean, in a sense, so every single day it's much more understanding that it's a blessing. Apparently, it's a blessing to give money to other people to sing your tracks, but it's much better when you sing it than those people. You understand? First, you make yourself a star first. I mean, make yourself a star first, and then go make other people a star. Understand? So that's the whole point of my video, and I focus upon understanding that no matter what, you guys have a great day, but every single day, focus on a great mindset.